Hey, it's JR right here. Today let's talk about 10 life-changing quotes that can bring an impact to your life instantly. Number 1. A living fly is better than a dead lion. Likewise, a child who takes action is better than a man who doesn't. No matter how talented, how gifted you are, you're only as good as how much you put into practice. On the other hand, even if you're short of talent, as long as you put your head in the game, you put your heart and soul into it, you will be surprised at how much you have achieved at the end of the day. And that is a fact. Number 2, you can escape death if you squirm even as much as a worm does. Not saying that we're worms, it's just metaphorically speaking, but I do understand how hard it is to get your act together when times are really bad. There's just days you don't want to get out of bed. For me, there's just so many times I don't want to turn on that camera, I don't want to sit down and write a script, but the least we can do is squirm. Don't just stay put watching a situation take a toll on you, do something. When you can't run, at least you can walk. When you can't even walk, at least try to roll. Keep yourself moving in that right direction even when you can't feel a significant difference, because trust me, there is. What I do when I'm feeling beaten down is I set a bottom line for myself. No matter what the situation or condition is, there are just things that I do or don't do. Say for example, no matter what the situation is, I will get up early in the morning. No matter what, I will say my prayers. I don't do drugs, I won't drink alcohol, I won't smoke. This is a security line that keeps me inside the boundaries and on track even when I'm not in a good condition. And this bottom line varies from person to person, but just make sure you set your own, because they will help keep you in line when you feel like you're out of control. Number 3, our hearts are like the eyes. It is determined by what we see, therefore, how we set our hearts is important. There's this story that probably depicts this the best called 孟母三迁. Mengzi was this Chinese philosopher 300 years before Christ. When he was little, his mother moved 3 times just to find the right location which she felt was suitable for raising him. Eventually they moved nearby a school and Mengzi was therefore influenced by the learning atmosphere. Likewise, we're all affected by the environment that we're exposed to. And so we should make the intentional effort to choose our environment, to choose our friends, the things we watch, the things we read, the things we listen to. Set your heart on who you want to become, and in order to do that, choose wisely the external factors that come into play. Number 4, trials that come from yourself is a greater problem than trials that come from the outside. The biggest thing that can hold you back is not the economy, not the politics, not the educational system, not the people around you. Yes, I do admit these things can be a hurdle in your path, but the biggest thing that can hold you back is actually you. The attitude you choose to face whatever comes at you is the most relevant thing. When the wind and waves hit you at sea, you can either toss in the towel, lay your fate into the hands of nature, or you can hoist your sails and put up a good fight. Your personality, your mentality, your attitude is the biggest variable in the equation of life. Number 5, the reason why we complain and grumble is because we are not thankful even though we have received. It's so easy to see what we want but don't have, but very easy to forget what we already have. So in order to keep a positive mindset, it's crucial to always keep counting the blessings, the good things in life, and to have a grateful mentality. You'll find it interesting how when you stay positive, the more grateful you are, the more you attract positive things in life. And that's a fact. Number 6, when it comes to a person's character, the first indication of good character is their speech. There are many situations when the matter of life and death hangs on what we choose to speak. Therefore, you must be careful with your tongue, be careful with your speech, and be careful with your lips. True story, a young gymnast forgot his key to his house. So he started a vote asking his fans on Instagram, should I climb up inside or not? 80% of fans voted yes. He fell in the process, hit the floor, and died. Words are powerful, and whether we choose to use it for good or bad, or with ignorance, comes with totally different outcomes. So mind your words, they do represent you, and they do make an impact. Number 7, words of rebuke from the ones you love is like a knife that is stabbed into your heart. Therefore, it does not come out unless that person pulls it out. Usually we're more at ease when we're around family, with loved ones, close friends. But if words are powerful, then the words that come out from the ones you love are even more powerful. So the closer you are to somebody, the more cautious you gotta be about minding your speech. Number 8, if people quarrel and fight, both the winner and the loser will suffer losses. There's hardly ever a win-win situation within a fight. There's barely even a win-lose situation. Most of the times, it's a lose-lose. I get pissed off when people drive rudely. Like, what is with people here? Long honks, flashing their headlights, closing up on your tail. Like that really pisses me off. But whenever I feel like I'm about to lose it, I always quickly tell myself inside my head, do you really want to get into a fight with that person? Do you want to be stuck here for the next 30 minutes trying to resolve this issue? No, there's absolutely no benefit in it for me. So no, I'm not gonna do it. Always remember, sometimes rationality can be your best friend. And as the old Chinese saying goes, 忍一时风平浪静，退一步海阔天空. Makes absolute sense. Number 9. What is more frightening and more powerful than a tiger in the mountains, a lion in the wilderness, or a nuclear bomb at war is a person. There is no species on this earth that is capable of inflicting mass destruction, except for us, we humans. The Holocaust, the religious wars, racial discrimination, terror attacks, the God-given intelligence that we've inherited had been used in hatred in our long history. And the scary thing is, we're good at it. But what if we could use that same intelligence that we're doing wrong to do the opposite? Number 10. The greatest work in the world would be the work of saving lives. Now, it's our choice to where we should devote our intelligence and effort, and what is more valuable than the value of a life. There is nothing bigger in this world than saving lives. Saving lives from war, hunger, discrimination, hatred, and so on. And it's not just the physical aspects, it's about the spiritual ones too. Feeding the mind and soul with education, wisdom, spirituality, love and respect, and the list goes on. The greatest work in the world is to save lives. So those are the 10 quotes I find life-changing, and I hope it'll make a change in you too. Let's make ourselves better people and make this world a better place too.